Welcome to Monday Night Raw recap, review, throwing our 2 cents into the ring and see what it makes. Basically nothing.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
Our random bullshittery.
Yeah, what he said. So,
hold on, I'm trying to make sure.
Alexa, turn off speaker.
Okay.
We're professionals. We remember how to do everything.
Pull it up. Stream it. Hold on.
Oh, that's the wrong thing there. You okay over there?
Oh, wait, we don't have none? Alright.
Oh, that's the wrong thing there. Okay. So,
Is that today?
that is in fact today.
Okay, there we go.
So, we start off knowing that Corey Graves is joining Michael Cole at commentary today because Pat McAfee's off doing whatever the fuck Pat McAfee does. I don't know.
And actually, I was excited because I love Pat, like I said, but Corey and Michael are
They bounce off each other. Yeah.
Like I said, it's not like two kids watching wrestling. They're actually a commentary team, which is
exactly, which is what they need.
So surprisingly, Liv Morgan and Dominic start things off today. Excuse me.
And she said the dumbest shit.
But it is Liv Morgan. But she comes out there, she says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Morgan."
No.
And please make some noise for the most gorgeous man in WWE. He is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, Dominic Mysterio.
No. And then Dominic's like, "Thank you, my love. But tonight, it's about me. Today is all about you."
Oh, goodness. Thank you, Dominic, because respect is the exact reason why I came out here to talk tonight. You see, it seems like everybody needs reminded that this is my division. And when you talk about my division, you talk about me. You see, Nikki Bella, she had to learn the hard way last week, and now she's sitting in home, all beat up, watching me on her television, which is exactly where she should be. Do you guys want to know what was worse than Nikki Bella not mentioning me last week? It is the fact that Io Sky went up to her before she came out and said, "You paved the way for all of us." Well, what a joke, because no one paved the way for me, especially not Nikki Bella. I paved my own way, and then it became the history breaker. The history-breaking, record-breaking, first and only 4-time women's tag team champion. And you guys know what that makes me? Because I know you guys know what that makes me. That makes me the greatest women's tag team champion of all time. So, I'm not asking for respect anymore. I'm demanding it. Just like I'm demanding the rematch that I never got for the Women's World Championship. So, Io, we can do things the easy way, or we can do things the hard way.
And then Io Sky shows up. And she's like, "Hey, Liv, do everyone a favor and shut your mouth. All you do is whine and show disrespect. You disrespected Nikki Bella, and you disrespect me. If you want to fight me, I'm right here."
I do want to fight you, Io, but I only want to fight you for this championship. But if you're scared to fight me because we know I've beaten you more than any other woman in this division, then that's okay. We don't need to have this fight. You can hand me the title. I'm okay with just taking the title. Just give it to me and I'll be cool with that.
I'm not handing you anything. If you want it, you have to earn it. You can't just steal it like you stole Dirty Dom. And then Dom replied, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Io. Just make this easy for Liv and give her what she wants, just like I do every single day.
And they were booing so fucking loud. It was hilarious. But Liv says, "Io, you should listen to Dominic because he's a smart man. You can just give the title a little spit shine and then hand it off to me. I'll take it right now. Thank you so much."
You want it? Well, actually, she kind of sits there for a second, like she's debating it.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You want it? All right, Liv. You can have it." And she throws it to Liv.
And then fucking drop kicks the shit out of her. Has her rolling out of the ring. Dominic gets down to check on her, and he goes like, "You can get one too." Kicks him upside the back of the skull.
Oh my god, she did.
They both go tumbling out of the ring like losers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go on to our first match of the night, which has Asuka returning versus Stephanie Vakir versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Ivy Niles in a first round match in the 2025 Queen of the Ring tournament. And this was the only thing good. The only good thing about last night. I'm going to just say it straight up. I'm going to be honest. Last night was fucking miserable. It was terrible. It was awful.
Yep.
This is the only saving grace. And I'm going to be honest. The match was good. But it wasn't that good. I didn't think so, at least. Maybe I wasn't paying much attention, but it wasn't...
It wasn't as good as I think it should have been.
Yeah.
But it was the best of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the best of the night.
But once again, that's not exactly a high bar now, is it?
Not really.
With WWE...
Considering we had... How many did we even have? We had, what? 3, 4 matches, maybe?
I don't know. We'll have it on here.
But yeah. I mean, there's a decent bit of back and forth, Asuka and Stephanie, not showing off. I mean, showing off, but they get to square up for a bit, but it's usually broken up by Ivy, by Raquel, they're using their power.
Well, I thought one thing that was so cool is Raquel got Devil's Kiss right on the ring apron.
Oh, yeah. Well, Stephanie tries to do it at first, but Raquel powers her up and tries to slam her down, but Stephanie manages to lock her in on the ring apron, do the Devil's Kiss, and then as things are...
Hold on. Because well, another funny part to it is Cole makes a comment to Corey, "Why don't you do what Booker does?" He's like,
I wouldn't even attempt it.
I'm not even attempting it, yeah. Because ain't nobody doing the like Booker, man. It's that's books.
Yeah. But Raquel Rodriguez is about to win this after hitting Stephanie Vakir with a pop-up powerbomb. I don't know if it's exactly a pop-up powerbomb. She might have a different name for it, but it was a powerbomb. She plants her ass in the middle. Well, not in the middle of the ring, which is why you always go to the middle of the ring, by the way. If you're pinning somebody, take them to the middle of the ring. Because she gets yanked out of the ring by Mommy, who then picks her up and hits her with a riptide, and then I believe picks her up again and tosses
her back in the ring.
Oh, that's right. And then Asuka managed to get the pinfall. So Asuka is now moving on to the
Finals.
Yes, but does it say who she's facing?
Not yet. We got it later.
Yeah. Then we get a video recap of Jay.
I don't think we have the match yet.
Yeah, I thought this was the final
Wait
one.
a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna skip forward. Hold on.
I'm as confused as you guys are.
Hold on. Wait. I think we have a disqualification.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Wait.
I'm so confused.
Me too. His seconds up.
Trying to.
What's the thought process?
Who?
Liz not in Queen of the Ring, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I thought she was.
No, Roxanne is.
Roxanne.
Oh, that's right.
Alexa
It's Jade
Bliss.
and Roxanne. Okay.
Yes. And then, Alexa versus Asuka, that's it.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was. I think that's what I was.
Yeah, no, Liv's not in the Queen of the
Because she
Ring.
wanted Raquel to win.
Yeah. And then they would have faced each other in the finals, which obviously didn't
And
happen.
there was 4 matches.
Well, is that including the one that got interrupted? Is that including?
Pretty sure it counts.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure.
but yeah, Asuka wins. We get a fucking video recap of Jay and Gunther's bullshit. And then there's going to be a Fanatics Fest press conference. Then we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Excuse me. And, Liv's like, Raquel, get up. We have to go strategize for my match. And Raquel's like, sis, I just got my ass whooped. Medical hasn't even cleared me for anything yet.
Yeah.
So Liv goes off.
And she's like, fine, I'll do this myself.
Yeah. Jay McDonough wants to know why he's having a match with AJ Styles when he was supposed to get them a shot at the World Tag Team titles. And Dom's like, AJ Styles has been breathing down my neck, so he wanted JD to take him out. And Finn's like, yeah, and I'm going to have your back out there. And Dom's like, with all due respect, Finn, you were supposed to take care of AJ last week, so I think it's better if you stick in the clubhouse and hold down the fort. And he gets right up in his face. He's like, you know what, that's a great idea, bud. But I think you should be out there to have his back tonight.
Yeah.
And then Finn wants to talk things over with Roxanne Perez.
And then don't spoil it, just go to the thing. Here's the Gunther comes out and all the rumors and everything. Anyway,
They're true.
At WrestleMania, look guys, I'm man enough to admit that at WrestleMania Jey Uso was the better man. Oh bullshit. He was the better man for one night. Because every other single night, I'm untouchable. And I know, I heard all the rumors and all the chatter about what's next for me.
And then the crowd starts chanting, Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
No. Definitely not that guy. I cussed him out in front of his family. He learned his lesson. I don't care about rumors. I care about reality. And reality is that Seth Rollins holds a Money in the Bank contract. And I got what he wants. So Seth, let me talk directly to you. A few weeks ago, you said to me, when I win your World Heavyweight Championship back, I'm a target. So, well, since I'm a target, I want to make it very easy for you. I'm right here. So don't waste no more time. And then the music.
Shoot me, please. For the love of God, shoot me.
Exactly.
Okay, let's explain this. Gunther is what?
37, I think you said.
And Goldberg is 59 now years old. A 60-year-old man.
Wrestling should not be. Sorry.
This is the same as Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, except somehow more disrespectful.
I understand that there's people out there who want to see this.
No, there's not.
No, listen.
No, there's
not. I understand there's people. There is some.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a abysmal dipshit. I will say that to your face. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. You're fucking stupid. This is a 60-year-old man. These are the same people who wanted to see Undertaker versus, was it Stone Cold?
Uh-huh.
Look how that turned out.
No, Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Look how that turned out. And that was how long ago? How many years ago?
quite a number of years ago, and that was a complete train wreck.
So you expect Goldberg, who's 5-10 years older now, to go against Gunther? You're a fucking moron.
Anyway, point of the matter is that I'm going to tell you, 20 years ago, if it happened today and Goldberg was 20, 30 years younger,
Both in their prime, hell yeah.
it would have been a fucking epic fight. I would have loved to have seen it. Now, he might as well be in the old folk home beating up the old people. And can't you go to prison for like that kind of stuff, beating up senior citizens?
Probably,
I mean,
yes.
come on. I'm being funny, but yet I know wrestling is one, fake, and two.
But yeah, I mean, he comes out there. Goldberg, he says, thank you. Don't be confused. Excuse me. Don't be confused, Gunther. It's all good. Because tonight is your night. Oh my goodness. Tonight, I'm here to celebrate you winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Because I've been there before. I understand how proud you must feel. So congratulations. Just wanted to put a little a little note on tonight and tell you how proud I was of you. You know what, though? One thing before I go. A few months ago, you started something with me and my family in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm going to make sure that I end it in Atlanta, Georgia. July 12th, Saturday night's main event. You're mine because you're next.
And here's the problem I have with this. And you said it last night. Why does Gunther look scared?
Because it's Goldberg and...
But again, let me just explain this to you. He's a 60-year-old man who is at least a good 20 years past his prime, if not more. Probably 30 past his prime. Okay? Gunther is in his prime.
And you know what the sad thing is? I've said it. Ever since Damian Priest. Because Damian Priest was the first to do it. Damian Priest was the one to initially shake Gunther's confidence because he could stand in that ring and go toe-to-toe, mano-to-mano, in almost every regard.
Well, Sammy did too. Sammy was right before it.
Yeah, but Sammy... He proved that Sammy was a fluke. For all intents and purposes, I agree that Sammy's a great wrestler, but for the sake of the story, he proved Sammy was a fluke. He went in there, he beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. Did Sammy get his licks in? Did he put up a good fight? Yes. But he got his ass whooped. Damian Priest was the first one to, shake the ring general and make him look like a bitch.
Yep.
And then, Finn Balor went in, he ruined the match, Gunther retained, and ever since then, Gunther has been on a slow decline.
They're having to prove that he still got it, and
he shouldn't have to prove anything. He should be the untouchable, the indomitable champion. I want to see that version of Gunther again. I want to see the Gunther that comes out there. I didn't like Gunther, beating up Tozawa, beating up Otis, all that. But at least I believed he was the shit then.
Yeah, now
he's just a bitch. Anybody can go and have a shot at the title. Hell, I could step in that ring right now and maybe have a chance at beating Gunther. That's what it feels like now. It's sad.
Yeah. But anyway, we get to the second match, and that's AJ Styles versus JD McDonough.
There's just nothing of note.
It was actually decent.
It was decent, but, it was decent. That's it. There was nothing of note. Dominic tries to get involved, but he doesn't, because AJ Styles, I guess, has fucking eyes in the back of his skull. And then AJ beats JD McDonough. And that's basically it. Like, JD doesn't even put up even a good fight. I mean, he puts up a fight, kind of, but not really. And this is another thing I feel the need to point out. Finn Balor, for example. I know I've talked about this before. Finn Balor was the first ever Universal Champion. Finn Balor.
We'll get to.
No, I'm not even talking about like the Judgment Day. I'm just saying in general. This is the thing that I've noticed as of late, just in general with wrestlers all across the board.
Yep.
Making them look like bitches, or downgrading them for the sake of storyline.
Yeah. Basically.
Like I want you to imagine in 2016, for example, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. How great of a match would that have been? That could have been a WrestleMania main event. And yet, a few weeks ago, the last week maybe, however long ago it was, Finn Balor goes in there against AJ Styles and he looks like a bitch.
Yeah.
He has to cheat.
Yeah. He shouldn't have to.
No.
And like I said, this is a thing all across the board that I've noticed, and it's sad. Like the Judgment Day, honestly, if I'm being real here, I'm not going to say they need to be as dominant as the Bloodline, but they should be pretty damn powerful.
But here's the thing I think right now with the Judgment Day. They are struggling. Physically, mentally, whatever. Like, there's a battle in there. And I think we're going to get to it, but I think the battle is going to get way worse.
I agree, but I'm saying even when they were in their prime, they still weren't. You know?
Exactly.
I think they fucked up when they lost Priest and Rhea.
I agree, but even without them, like the
I don't think they've ever got their footing after that.
I guess so. It just annoys me that we have to compromise in-ring ability for character. And I know they do that a lot, but
anyway, I want to get to what happened after the match. Because
yeah, Dom rushes in. He tries to hit AJ Styles in the back of the head with the championship, but AJ Styles has spider senses, I guess. So he dodges. He rocks the shit out of Dominic, and then he's going to deliver the phenomenal forearm. But then Finn Balor rushes to his aid, saves him, and then the three of them, AJ, Dominic, or not, Finn, Dominic, and JD McDonough, surround the ring, and they rush in, and AJ just slips out.
With the title.
Yeah.
With the title. Like, that is a key part of this right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is a key part. Oh, and another thing we forgot to mention. Who's in charge?
Oh, yeah, Nick Aldis was in charge tonight.
So that was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I love Nick. I mean,
I do too.
I think Nick, there's talk that Nick wants to go back into the ring and that they have to find a new manager. There's talk that John Cena, because Nick was the manager when Truth attacked him, that the whole thing is he's going to have Nick fired and Nick is going to return to the ring that way.
Wait. Hear me out. Hear me out. When R-Truth retires, make him the GM.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine?
It would be great. It would be great. You can't tell me it wouldn't be great.
I'd be terrified.
R-Truth as GM? Come on now, that'd be awesome.
But anyway,
There'd be no telling what he'd come up with.
Exactly.
It'd be great. Anyway.
Well, we'll put Shauna in there.
Okay, anyway, we get to Alpha Academy backstage,
Yeah.
talking to Sheamus. And you like this.
They're they're encouraging Sheamus, and then Tozawa steps up, and he has the most intense, serious expression I've ever seen on his face, and he says, "Sheamus, kick his ass!" And Sheamus looks confused, worried, like, I think I might have just peed myself a little bit.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess if you watch this, you know. But Tozawa is a little bitty guy. And
Yeah.
He's only.
And then to see him next to Sheamus,
He is.
to see him next, I'm not even talking height-wise.
Yeah, he's a little dude, but the intensity.
Yeah.
And Sheamus is like,
Yeah.
okay, I will.
Tozawa.
I don't know if it's gonna know who you're talking about.